Hi, and welcome back to Make Money Online. Today we'll be looking at how important this year is turning out for XRP. We will also be looking at some updated news about XRP, as well as a host of XRP price predictions that will further aid us in how and when it's best to invest in XRP this year. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel to watch more interesting videos like this one. Wonder why this is an important year for XRP and the crypto industry at large? We've barely taken a few breaths into 2021, and the whole financial market has been easily blown away with the remarkable progress recorded by cryptocurrencies, making waves in the financial markets and making investors happy with their choice of investment. We lived in a skeptical world, with a vast majority of the world's population still yet to fully capture the prospects that holding cryptocurrency offered them. Even while most of the world moved with the wave that started the expansion of the crypto industry in early 2018, before it lost a bit of momentum only to pick it up again in some key moments as the years went by, the year 2020 brought a new vision forward for most people. The COVID-19 pandemic and the increasing degree of job insecurity pushed people out to seek viable sources of investment opportunities. The crypto industry was an open world that welcomed them with open arms. After more than 10 years since Bitcoin flagged off the crypto world as we know it, more fortunes have been made than have been lost, and there's still so much more to gain. In a year that was supposed to spell doom for all cryptocurrencies, a ray of sunshine shone a light into the thick of things, and right in the middle of all the pandemonium, the world found a silver lining. The season of crypto revolution started and hasn't ceased since then. While mired up in a bit of ill luck, XRP wasn't left out. Though slow, it moved at its own pace, never disappointing its army of loyalists. Following its exploits in November 2020, reaching over 100% of its starting price for the year, it danced like a joyful shaman into the thick of December festivities. Its bullish run continued on a high, and it rose as high as 72 cents. Investors were already expecting a smooth drive into the $1 zone as the year drew to a close. And if it didn't, they imagined it would do so in early February. Thoughts of this spiraled into several predictions by many analytic websites and crypto experts. This was not without the spite of critics and pessimists who still saw no future in the coin. It was almost damning to hear that the United States Securities and Exchange Commission was filing a lawsuit against the crypto as well as Ripple Labs, which was charged with the malpractice of trading illegal securities that are unregistered with the commission. The price of the coin literally almost plummeted to its death, as an analyst proclaimed. It remains to be seen whether the case filing was indeed a death sentence for the coin. The coin dropped to as low as 21 cents in the weeks that ensued, and analysts predicted a further slip to about 10 cents per XRP. But this did not happen. Neither did the coin well and truly grow, with its price fluctuating back and forth. The hearing date for the case is scheduled for the 22nd of February, and as the date draws closer, there have been some remarkable changes observed on the XRP side of the crypto market. The onset of the lawsuit was thought to keep the coin down as much as possible while offering no hope of a major liftoff, at least until the suit gets settled outside the court, or Ripple comes out victorious in the end over the coin. The SEC was raring to go berserk on Ripple for using returns from exchanging the coin to investors to finance the operating costs of the company, an argument which would ultimately make the coin a security. Ripple Labs came out to declare that they would fight tooth and nail to defend themselves and also absolve themselves of such practice, while proving the coin as a currency in the process. Before it started its own run this year, other coins had started responding to Bitcoin's ascent, while XRP looked like it wouldn't budge. The first real sign of progress came when the coin lifted off the ground to gain over 50% of its price, which was then 22 cents. And it gained 11 more to become 33 cents. A correction was predicted for the coin before another run would kick off. It was thought that it would most likely fall back to its initial price of 22 cents, as the surge was deemed to lack any real substance. XRP would go on to disappoint this expectation, as it started drifting between 24 cents and 27 cents. This was a spark in the dark for the investors, and it significantly improved investor trust in both the short-term potential of the coin as well as its long-term benefits despite the lawsuit. The price went on to hit 31 cents, and then momentarily surging to about 40 cents. So far, so good. The coin has shown some strength in consolidating above its established support level. This has seen it gain momentum, as it concurrently slipped out of bearishness and started setting up to go on a long bullish trend that we're still reeling from. Another bright event that has kept people hopeful of the potential of the coin in 2021 is the momentary boost that it was given by the pump that was organized by a group of XRP short traders. The price leaped to 53 cents before a sudden reversal, as people started to sell off the coin on the high. It brought a different kind of enlightenment to the minds of XRP investors. as it showed them the degree to which their trust and unwavering loyalty to the coin could actually spur its surges into bullish runs. While the coin may not be attracting a lot of institutional investors right now, it is doing quite well with its current base of investors, who are committed to buying the dip and holding the coin for the long term. If people buy and hold, it rises and consolidates at relatively new highs, and that's all it takes. The introduction of institutional investors into this group could spur the growth of the coin even faster, as they would definitely hold and avoid a short sell. Every time that XRP has fallen, it's usually either an influx or sellout of investors who drop it in favor of another cryptocurrency. Looking at the recent pump of cryptos such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, even XRP, it's a result of investor interest rising to sponsor the coin's rise on a bullish trajectory. This is expected to grow even stronger for XRP as it secures more investors, both large and small. Every prediction ever made on the price of any crypto borders on the immediate effect of projects involving the crypto and, ultimately, the interest of investors that's attracted to the coin. In this chart, we can see how XRP-USD is about to develop this major triangle formation marked in blue. Furthermore, XRP-USD has this coherent wave count within the formation, with the waves A to C already fully completed, and the wave D starting to establish, which will run directly into the upper boundary, which is likely to be the source of the wave E, which will be the final wave in the count, completing it and moving directly into the conformational bounce cluster, from where a bounce to the upside can be established. When this bounce is strong enough and XRP-USD manages to move above the upper boundary, this will complete the whole formation and activate upside targets ahead in the schedule. XRP-USD is now in a situation where it's developed this great triangle formation, which can show up with solid potential, initially to the upside when it completes. When this happens and XRP-USD manages to bounce above the upper boundary, it will activate the targets at the 72 cents level. When these are reached, the whole dynamic needs to be elevated. And then we'll see if XRP-USD manages to continue bullishly further, or first reverses visiting a lower level. It's also necessary to distinguish the current formation for XRP-USD from others within the market, as not every pairing is building such great formations. Although this is from a 4-hour time frame perspective, XRP-USD has formed several important formations that reached initial short-term and middle-term targets. This formation here can determine further targets within the schedule when it completes, and XRP-USD manages to show up with the right price actions. According to predictions, the value of the XRP token could explode to $1 by the very end of February, consolidating at 95 cents. Moving into 2022, we could see the coin hit as high as $3 and achieving a mean price of $5 by the end of 2022. In addition, there is a growing list of believers in the development of XRP who are sticking to their optimistic outlook, claiming that they expect the price of XRP could hit $4 at some point during 2021 if all things pan out. Another analyst predicted that the price of XRP will reach about 80 cents before the end of February, representing an increase of around 50% on its current price of about 52 cents per XRP. Another analyst is also optimistic about XRP's prospects in 2021, and they predict that the price will hit close to $4 by April next month. This is one beautiful outcome that Ripple investors can look forward to, as we hope that its run towards $3.84 in 2018 can be replicated this year. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and click on that notification bell. Do you think XRP is coming up? Let us know what you think in the comments below. And while you're here, go ahead and click on one of the videos on your screen. See you next time.
Hollywood Carson.